Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you how to move your maps to the actual project, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to move your actual map file, which is like this one or that one. You want to move your actual map file into content and maps. Make sure it's this exact folder. You want to go to your content, like the base folder, and make a folder called maps and put the map file in there. So I am on this folder right now, and this is the map which I have opened. This is called showcase. So you'll have to do a couple of things. First, you want to right click on this, actions, migrate, and don't press OK. Just look at what assets it's asking you to migrate, right? So it's asking me to migrate the map itself. We can just ignore that. In light foliage, it's asking me to move all the textures, all the meshes and everything, right? So what you want to do is, so whatever it tells you to migrate, like everything over here, you want to sort it into the correct folders. So the folder structure is in the document I will send you. So just look at the folder structure for reference. So over here, I'll create a folder for materials, and then this would have a folder called just call this mats and call the other one textures. Right, so we have a couple of empty folders here, and then we also want one for models. Right, and you also want to sort it by category, but you can do that later. So like the grass would go into grass, the trees would go into trees, and so on. But we can do that later, right? So you just sort it once you get the time. So let's just move it inside the correct folders. So we go to light foliage. It wanted us to move all the textures. So we're going to move all the textures into that folder which we just made, which is this one, this folder called textures right over here. So let's just select all the textures here. Just select all the textures that it wants. Don't select all by default, because it wants all of them. Then you should move all of them into materials and textures, and we'll just move those here. And this is done. And then you want to go into meshes, and then you want to take all these meshes and you want to drop them into the models folder, and make sure you drop in the correct subcategory. Since this is a video, I'm not making subcategories, but you have to make categories like trees, rocks, bushes. You get the point, right? And then the last thing, we have to move the materials over. So we just do this, and we move this over to mats, and make sure to categorize this as well. Right, so this folder should be empty now, and just you can delete this folder if you would like. So now when you have everything in the correct folders, is maps, materials and models, once you have everything done, you want to right click on the content folder. You want to do fix up redirectors. Right, so this, you'll just right click, fix up redirectors in folder. This is a necessary step. If you don't do this, everything will break, right? And once you have done this finally, then you can just move your map. So this is the map. You can just do right click, asset actions, migrate, and I'll just click OK. And you just move this to your workspace where you have your actual project stored. So I have it in my game workspace, and just select the content folder like this one, and just select folder, and it will migrate for you. So you'll have the level in your project now. So that's cool.